You know, I never said that Goo Lagoon's music is actually pretty damn good. Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I'm Plays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, I thought that was going to be more climactic than that. And also, in the last episode, we started off Goo Lagoon. In this episode, we're going to be going to Goo Lagoon Sea Caves.
Hello, Gary. What's new? Meow. You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater. Oh, he's so crazy. Meow. And there's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Wow.
Yeah, this is something of Goo Lagoon. Don't exactly know why there's a cave within Goo Lagoon. It's something they probably tacked on at the last minute because it's like, you know what? We need a level other than just Goo Lagoon and this other part that's not even actually kind of part of Goo Lagoon that is also kind of like an add-on, because you never really consider this one area as like an area of Goo Lagoon. God, that is one I need to make sure I jump here, because there is actually a sock down here that we can get, but it's only when it's at low tide, because, well, unlike actual tides, this thing rises and lowers every second almost. So it's like, you know what? Why even have low tides or high tides? Let's just have crazy tides. That was not really all that funny, but I really didn't make it to go for funny. That was a weird way of saying that. Make it to go for funny. Now, this area here is something, it might be a little tricky for beginners, I'll say that. Because, like, when you first play this game, like, at least when I first played this game, I was like, okay, what the crap do I do here? And even to get all, like, the socks and stuff, you're still like, what the crap do I do here? Because there's a lot of things you have to do in order to get every single thing in this level. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to jump on all of these floating tikis here. Very precisely jumping on all the floating tikis in order to get over to this area here, because that's the only way you can get over to this area, by jumping on those tikis there. And also only hit that because I do not want to get hit by anything. And look at all that. And I guess they wanted you to come here as Patrick, because they give you a little sock, they give you a little watermelon here, so I guess they kind of wanted you to come here as Patrick. Now, let's get this monsoon guy, and then let's get this sock that we can get from going all the way out of our way over here. Now, I mean, it's definitely a good hiding spot. It's something that, like, you see at first, like, you see, and then you're like, wait, how the crap do I get there? And oh god, I thought that was going like crazy there, but I think it was just like, because once the one guy goes all the way to the end of that, it then produces another one here, which, oh, that one was a little tricky there, because it bounced, kind of. Now, okay, there's not really much more I can describe, because all that's really happening is, like, you're hitting buttons and it keeps going. Now, this is the part right here that might get a little tricky, because as you see there, there's the golden spatula, but we can't really get that. So we have to keep going, and god dang it, that was the worst thing that could have happened. Well, actually, no. The worst thing that could have happened would have been that if we jumped out into the water, hit the water, and then did not get on the thing. Because if you don't know, you hit the water, nothing happens. But if you hit the water, then you hit the outside of the thing again, before you actually hit something else, then you die. That's kind of how the knockback thing goes here. It's kind of like how in Spyro the Dragon, if you fall into like a cavern of water that they know you can't get out of, they just kill you. But if there's a way for you to get out of that cavern of water, they'll make it so you can get there. I don't know why I'm saying cavern of water, but now what we have to do is we have to hit this one here in order to make it so we can go all the way over here. Which is, it's a little weird, because now that we have this thing here, we can continue going. And then over there, you see, there's the end of the level. Yeah. This area, actually, it's not all that long if you know what to do. Because really, all there is in it is just one little golden spatula you have to get, and a whole bunch of socks. I mean, out of the 10 socks in this level, 3 of them are in this area. I mean, 5 of them were in the first area. But then again, like, this area I consider more condensed than the first area of Goo Lagoon. So that is why I'm like, whoa, god, there's 3 socks here. That is, like, crazy. Anyways, golden spatula number... I actually don't know. Is this 32? Oh, no, that's 22. Whoa, 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 whoa. 32. I think that's how many socks... Oh, I have 31 socks. That's the reason I was thinking of that. But, is there a way to change? No, there's not. We're going to be having to come back here as Patrick. But first, Goo Lagoon Pier. Now, we're not going to spend much time out here, because all I really want to do is I want to switch to Patrick, and I believe Mr. Krabs is going to talk to us anyways once we switch to Patrick. So I hope I don't have to worry about talking to Mr. Krabs. Okay, we do not have to worry about him right now, because usually, you know, sometimes it automatically makes it so Mr. Krabs or the character talks to you. Now let's go back into Goo Lagoon Sea Caves. now that we're in here, you kind of saw that little freezy fruit that's way right over here. Which, if you go back here, you might miss it. But going near Patrick, what you have to do is you have to go here, and you have to throw this ice thing, or the freezy fruit, all the way there. So then we can go all the way over here to get this random sock that I don't even know who would be able to notice it's there. But I remember I saw it on a Let's Play once. Well, no. I actually never saw it on a Let's Play. I saw it on a Wiki Answers page, I believe, back when I first did this Let's Play. So that's kind of how I remember where all the socks are, because, like, you'd think I wouldn't remember where the socks are, but then I'm like, wait, like, I started playing the practice playthrough of this game before doing the Let's Play, because I always do it because I had to make sure I could do 100% of this game. And then, like, I noticed that I just memorized where all the socks are for some random reason. Anyways, hey, Mr. Krabs.
Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. And worse, me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
I find it funny that, like, some of the characters don't even let the characters talk. They just continuously talk like, oh, I'll give you a big reward if you do this thing, where it's like, let us talk and maybe we'll talk about that. But what we have to do here is we have to take this watermelon and throw it at the ticket booth. And then what happens is the pier kind of breaks. And then the goddamn, the goddamn Ferris wheel, or Ferris dinosaur, whatever it is, goes and drops and then starts working. I don't know, but we don't have to go back to talk to Mr. Krabs, but I want to anyways, because Mr. Krabs will have some dialogue if you do go back to him.
It's not exactly what I had in mind. I hope my insurance covers all this. Why don't you try something less expensive? I mean, dangerous. I need them crazy robots cleared out of the bumper boats. When you've destroyed them all, come back and see me.
Now, I'm not exactly sure what that, like, weird thing around, like, look in the corner there. There's, like, it's like part of the sky is not the regular color. I don't know why this glitches in this game, no idea why. I hope you can see it, because I can definitely see it, but yeah. Basically what happened there is, like, Mr. Krabs is like, oh, well, you know, yeah, this thing, it damaged the stuff, and I don't want to lose my money, so let's just clear the bumper boats, because the bumper boats be more cost-effective if you think about it in the long run, because bumper boats are good for money, because, you know, a lot of people like bumper cars, they go on the bumper cars, and you make the money. Anyways, you know what else people like? People love Whack-A-Tiki. Whack-A-Tiki is my favorite game. It is my favorite game in the carnival to play. Now, all seriousness, Whack-A-Mole is, I don't know. I've played it before, and I've won things before from it, so it's not really my favorite, but the cool thing about Goo Lagoon Pier is that some of these areas, they have games, and you do the game and you get a sock, so, you know, it'd be weird if the, like, areas had it so, like, oh, you do the game and you get, like, a golden spatula, which you can see right down there, but we're not going to be able to get that one for a little bit, because there are some reasons why we can't get that. Now, I believe going up here, there's a little bit of an area we can go to get a little bit of shiny objects, which is a little hard, because if you hit the side of these teacups, you actually get hurt, so that is why you kind of have to be careful here. You kind of have to make sure you jump right in the middle of these teacups so you don't get hurt, because I guess spinning teacups hurt you. But then I saw yesterday the plaster cutter thing, it stops at the skin, so you'd think, like, why would that hurt you if a plaster cutter can't hurt you? But I find it pretty cool how a plaster cutter thing, or whatever mask cutter thing it was. Also, that thing reminded me of the switch of, like, the Porto heads in the movie game, which, if you don't remember, that's where you switch to the different characters. Now, right over here, something you don't have to worry about, it's just something you can do with good old Spongebob, because if you read this thing here, well, if we can press the R button, Spongebob needs the bowl power to play the skee ball game, yeah. Now, oh god, why was I was pressing R again, and no wonder why it wasn't working, because you're supposed to press A, not R, and oh god. Oh god, oh god. I hate this here. This is to get another sock. What we have to do is we have to go all the way down here, but we have to make sure we avoid these robots and hit this little Duplicatotron with the watermelon, which we did not hit there because I did not hit that there. Now, I don't know how many robots they create here, so that's going to be kind of a doozy. So what we have to do is we kind of have to just wing it a little bit and make sure that we do not get hit by these robots here, and then hopefully, out of the love of God, throw that there and then hit it, which, there we go. Okay, it does not matter if you die or not because you keep the sock. It's a little weird, but yeah, just try to do that, and then once you go down here, I believe you'll see that there is a sock that we can get. Hopefully, there's still a sock there. And yep, as you see, the Duplicatotron is there. The Duplicatotron is gone, and now we have a sock, which can be a little annoying, as you saw. I'm surprised it took 3 tries to get it or some odd like that, but I don't know. Sometimes you do have to kill yourself in this game to get something you want. Now, that is not something I would suggest to live by, because killing yourself to get something is not good. Because unlike wait, do we have enough? Okay, we do have enough, thank God. I was about to say. I wanted to make sure we had enough for that, because that is something we need to do with SpongeBob to get another golden spatula. Because if you didn't know already, every level, I think, except for 1, has a bungee hook. Now, I might remember to mention about the bungee hook thing when we get to the level that does not have the bungee hook, but now, okay, I kind of want SpongeBob for this right here, so crap, where is it? There it is, right by the bumper boats. We have to go all the way back here to get to SpongeBob, which is kind of an inconvenience, but you know, because originally you're supposed to go down here and then, like, you get the SpongeBob thing, and then there's one for Patrick, because then you can go here. I mean, because technically, you can go through this whole area as SpongeBob, but if you go through this whole area as SpongeBob, you will not be able to get the 2 socks that we got. So yeah, they do intend you to go through here as Patrick, but what we have to do here, we got a good old slide. Let's slide. Now, there's actually 2 things you can get here. One is at the end, as you might have saw, there's a 50 shiny object on the top of the jump thing. That is a Thunder Tiki. I noticed it a little too late before I was able to move out of the way, but yeah. But there is one thing to the left of the slide once you get off the slide, and that is a sock. So we're going to aim for that first, and then, I don't know, I might aim for the 50 shiny object, but what we have to do is we have to jump off this way, and then we get the sock. And you know what? I'm going to use good old fast forwarding skills to get the 150 shiny object. Now, for the love of King Neptune, can I get it? Yes, I can. Thank you. Okay. Because the jumping on that's a little weird. You kind of have to jump at the top of your jump, and my arms are killing me from the position I have to sit in, because it's very weird playing this game. Now I have my controller, like, on my, like, it's on, like, the lower part of my legs, because it's kind of hard in my position to play this, because GameCube, like, the cords for, like, a corded GameCube controller are very small, so I have to sit in a very weird angle, or seating arrangement in order to do this. Had to get a little drink of water there, but first, let's nosedive! Yeah. Thank God that was the right area, because, like, I even looked before I got back, and I'm like, you know what? That is something I want to do. But I also wanted to make sure I didn't, like, kill myself in the process, because, well, killing yourself in the process is not really a good thing, but there is something I kind of want to do right now that does not involve that, because I've said that many times about the weird, vulgar nature of that thing. Don't know why I keep saying that, but now we can go through here, and we have to kill all these robots in the bumper cars, which the bumper cars actually hurt you, which is a big inconvenience, but once you get over here, that is really all you have to do there. It's not all that hard. I mean, like I always say, if you're not really used to SpongeBob mechanics, it could be kind of hard. Now you can take that all the way back to the one area, but there is something I want to do. Going down here, there's a little Freezy Fruit area, which that will lead to the 1 golden spatula that we saw a while ago. Now, one thing here is I believe you might be seeing, like, oh, look how fast it is in order to get to this area. Well, we kind of, I don't think we have enough to get all the way over to where the golden spatula is, way over there. So that is why I always wait it out here every time, just to make sure, because if I don't wait it out, then I'm afraid, like, I'm going to run out of time, and that will be a really bad thing. I mean, like I said always here, 18 seconds is definitely enough time in order to get to this golden spatula, but to do the whole thing is kind of bad, and there was a hammer there. Well, get the golden spatula. Don't exactly know why there was a hammer there, but okay. Now we kind of have to make our way back, which could be a little troublesome. Okay, which direction? Which direction do I go? I think I messed this up. I totally messed this up because I wasn't paying... Oh, there we go, okay. I was about to say, did I literally just mess this up? Because now, I'm afraid that it's going to spawn us there. Actually, you know what? I don't think it does spawn us there. I think what'll happen is we'll keep going and it'll spawn us back to where the last checkpoint was, hopefully. Yes, it will. Thank you. Thank you, game, for only spawning at checkpoints. Now, before we do that little melon thing, I do actually want to go back to Mr. Krabs in order to get our good old reward. And I did not go exactly where I wanted it to go, so that is why I'm a little disappointed, because I wanted the cutscene to go where I wanted it to go.
Here is your reward!
That was really fast, okay. I don't know why it's just like, here is your reward, because it's like, I thought there was going to be a little more to that, but I guess not really. Anyways, we are almost done with no. This is not downtown Bikini Bottom. This is good old Goo Lagoon. What I'm trying to say is we are almost done with Goo Lagoon, because what we have to do now is we have to grab that and then have it break on us because of the stupid cutscene. And now let's go to back to Goo Lagoon. That made sense. Now, there's not much stuff we have to do back here, but first what we have to do is we have to switch to Spongebob. And what we do is I believe there's only one button we can press here. Yep. We press this one button on the right, and then the one thing will switch over here, and the robot has been annihilated, and also that's Patrick in the copper tone thing. I believe that's what the copper tone logo is. I'm not exactly sure, because I haven't been an avid, like not fan, like a connoisseur of, almost called it sponge cream, sunscreen, and
Congratulations, SpongeBob! You're king of the beach! Here, have a golden spatula!
God dang text, because, like, I think we're gonna have a long conversation, and then I realized that, oh, the only conversation was that we are just getting the golden spatula. Now, if I am correct, yep, all of Goo Lagoon is done now. See this glory here? Look at this glory. It's the first time, the first level, that we could get everything on the first go. All 8 golden spatulas, and all of the socks in the level. It's a good feeling. Anyways, we're going to be going back to the Bikini Bottom, which I like to use the on top of the pineapple shortcut to get back to Bikini Bottom, because, you know, it's a lot better than having to go all the way back to the beginning to where the taxi thing is, because that's a pain in the butt at times. Now, you know what? We have everything done here in good old the first part of Bikini Bottom. There's not much we can do. We have good old 26 golden spatulas, 11 more than we need to go to the next area, so I guess we can go to the next area now, because, well, there's not much else we can do here. So, that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the next episode, we are going to be going to the Poseidome. So, this has been JuddlePlays saying see you later and goodbye.